So good morning students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss topic torque on a rectangular coil in magnetic field. Whenever a rectangular coil placed in magnetic field having some current in that coil, then it experiences moment of force that is said to be torque. That we will find today. So let's get started. Look at students, torque on a rectangular coil. Torque means moment of force. That is what? Moment of force, the pair of force, okay, on a rectangular coil in magnetic field. What will assume students? Look at, first of all we'll assume a rectangular coil PQRS. PQRS is a rectangular coil having current I in clockwise direction. Okay, length of the coil is L, width of the coil is B. L is length, B is width of the coil. Okay students, now this coil having current in clockwise direction, and when it having current, this coil is placed in uniform magnetic field B. Look at students, these arrow, you can see these arrow that showing the uniform magnetic field. Okay, so what is the nature of magnetic field? A magnetic field will exert force on conductor. Actually this coil PQRS is made by 4 wires, PQ, QR, RS and SP. Like this coil is made by 4 wire, and we know we did in previous lecture, magnetic field will always exert force on a conductor when placed in magnetic field. So look at PQ, conductor experience F1 force, QR experience F2 force, RS experience F3 and SP experience F4. And how can we get the direction of magnetic field? That we found by Fleming left hand rule. Okay, what is the Fleming left hand rule? If we arrange our left hand in such a way that thumb, okay, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular each other, in that case FBI, if forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field, okay, FBI, middle finger shows the direction of current, in that condition thumb will represent the direction of magnetic force. Look at students, FBI, this is the direction of current, okay, and this is the direction of uniform magnetic field, FBI. So this is the thumb will represent direction of force, and it is what? Upwards. So in this side PQ, the force will work in upward direction, and similarly RS, the force will work in downward direction, and F2 and F4 they are cancel each other because they are equal and opposite. That we found the direction of all the forces we found by Fleming left hand rule. So F2 and F4 are cancelled to each other because they are equal and opposite. Actually F1 and F3 are equal and opposite but not work on the same line. The action point of F1 and F3 are not in the same direction. So in that condition, what will happen, students? If we apply the force, one is outward, another is downwards. In that condition, it start rotation motion. It start rotation. So that is called torque, moment of force torque. And what is the formula of torque? Force into perpendicular distance. The formula of moment of force is force into perpendicular distance. Force is what? Either we can write F1 or F3. So whether the F1 or F3 having same magnitude, F1 and F3 having same magnitude, BIL sine theta. The length and field line are perpendicular. Theta is 90, sine 91. So we can write BIL. So what is the magnitude of F1 or either F3? BIL. We'll write F1. We can also write F3 here. And what is perpendicular distance between the forces? F1 is working on the side PQ. F3 is working on the side RS. So I drawn a perpendicular RT. That perpendicular, that is said to be perpendicular distance between both the forces. F1 is working on this line, F3 is working on this line. So perpendicular distance between both the forces is what? RT. So here we will write as RT. Understood, students? What is the force? moment of force into perpendicular distance. F4 and F2 are cancelled because they are equal and opposite, so these are cancelled to each other. F3 is upwards, F1 is upwards, F3 is downwards. Both are equal but not on the same line. That create moment of force. Okay, that provide rotational motion to the coil. Okay, and this pair of force is said to be moment of force, having formula force into perpendicular distance. For as a force we can take as F1 or F3, that is BIL, force on conductor in magnetic field, BIL sin theta. And for getting perpendicular distance between both the lines, because F1 is working on this and F3 is working on this, so I draw a perpendicular. This is theta and that is alpha. I am just given the angle. Okay, so here we will start. What is F1? Force on conductor, BIL. And how can we get RT? For getting RT in this triangle, I am going to apply cos theta, base by hypotenuse. This is theta, so RT will be base, and opposite to 90, RQ, this side will be hypotenuse, and that is the width of this coil B. We can write here B. So what should be RT? Cross multiply B cos theta. So this RT we got as B cos theta, that is the perpendicular distance. Here I am going to put B cos theta, equation first, equation second. Okay students, and this is a rough work. Now students, you can take a screenshot because I am going to remove this portion. Okay students, now look at students, torque as it is, okay, length into breadth, that is called area. So BIA cos theta, give them as equation number 3rd. Understood what I did? Just I'm right here the change that I did. Area of coil, that is length into breadth as A. So L into B converted as A. Understood students? Now thereafter, this is torque for single turns. Suppose if n number of turns are there, if number of turns of coil are n, so for n turns, N I A B cos theta, I just multiply with n. This is the torque for the 1 turns. Okay, if we are having n number of turns, okay, 1 turn, second, third, okay, generally we use copper wire for that number of turns. For the coil, if n number of turns are there, we multiply with n. So N I A B cos theta. Okay students, this is the very first form. Now students, look at N I A, n number of turns, current, A is area constant, that we assume as capital M, that is called magnetic dipole moment. This is what? This is said to be students magnetic dipole moment. So torque equals to NIA replaced by capital M, B, MB cos theta. NIA is dipole moment M, so NIA be replaced by M and B cos theta. This is the first main form, torque equals to MB cos theta. Okay, now students, we want to find the value of theta. How can we get the value of theta? Using triangle RQT. We know the sum of the angle of a triangle is 180. So theta plus alpha plus 90. Theta plus alpha plus 90 should be 180. We want to find the value of theta. Okay. Now students, 180 minus 90, 90. So 90, transfer the alpha to the side, alpha. We want cos theta. So taking cos both the side. Cos theta, cos 90 minus alpha. And we know cos 90 minus alpha is what? Sin alpha. Okay, very good. So look at students, I'm going to make, you can take a screenshot, you can write this, because instead cos theta, I'm going to replace sin alpha. So here, torque equals to B sin alpha. Equation 6. This is the second main form. And finally, when we remove sign in vector product, M cross B. Equation 7. This is the final form. So how much torque will work on the coil when having current in place in magnetic field? Torque equals to, the way first was NIAB cos theta, then NIA replaced by MB cos theta replaced by sin, MB sin alpha. When we remove sin, they come cross. This is vector form. Torque equals to M cross B. And finally, we can also write as, look at, M is what? NIE. So we can also write here as NIAB sin alpha. This is another form. So these are the different form on torque on a rectangular coil. And this formula will use in a further topic that is called moving coil galvanometer, one of the most important topic. Hope so. You just understood this. Okay, you can take a screenshot. So this is torque M cross B. Okay, torque on a rectangular coil. Okay, students, thank you.